Right now, 2 hours away from Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump's first debate, what major issues both candidates are expected to touch on. Also, a new proposal for Madison's capital budget, how the mayor says this year's plan could ease the burden on taxpayers. And later, as the Madison School District releases new bus numbers, could last year's transportation headaches finally be over? We welcome you to News 3 Now at 6. We are just 2 hours away now from the first presidential debate between former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris. The debate being held in Philadelphia, it's seen as the most important moment of the race so far. It also might be the only chance the nation gets to see both candidates face off against each other. We have team coverage leading up to tonight's debate. And let's start with political reporter Will Keneally, who has a preview of what we can expect tonight. Will?
Well, Eric, a lot of prep has gone into this debate from both Harris and Trump campaigns. It'll be much different, though, than rallies they've been hosting across battleground states like here in Wisconsin. Now, we checked in with both campaigns and asked them what each side needs to accomplish at this pivotal moment of the election.
She has not had very many unscripted moments, if any at all, during the last 50 days since ascending to the top of the Democrat ticket.
Donald Trump is a showman, and we know that he'll go low, and we fully anticipate that he will do whatever Donald Trump wants to do. But our goal and our focus is always going to be on making sure that we are communicating to the American people about the stakes of this election.
Now, we heard from both campaigns. They say that they want to make this a split screen between two different visions for the country's future. They'll have full coverage of the debate tonight at 10 and live pre and post debate shows streaming online at channel3000.com.
All right, Will, thank you. And all eyes, of course, will be on both candidates later tonight. And right now, several watch parties are planned really all across the state. On Madison's south side, the Urban League of Greater Madison is hosting its own watch party, and it'll feature a panel including Dr. Gloria Latson-Billings on the impact of Project 2025 and is hosted in partnership with Alpha Kappa Alpha, the sorority of which Kamala Harris is a member. And that's where we find our Jalen Banks, who is live on Park Street in Madison. Jalen?
Eric, as you just mentioned, so many watch parties going on across the state, in particular here throughout the greater Madison area, further emphasizing just how important of a battleground state Wisconsin is. We've seen both sides of the tickets here in Wisconsin. Former President Trump visiting the state 4 to 5 times already. Governor Walz visiting Milwaukee and southern Wisconsin several times. But here at tonight's watch party, I want to speak to the people. I'm going to get sound from the voters, see exactly what issues they're looking to be addressed here in tonight's debate. That watch party will start here at 7 p.m. Again, I'll be here throughout the entire evening getting reaction post and pre of the debate, seeing what their thoughts are before and after and the things that they're looking for from both candidates as we head into the key portions of this election season, with election night being less than 60 days away now. But for now, I'm going to send it back to you in studio. Reporting on Madison South Side at the Urban League of Greater Madison, Jalen Banks, News 3 Now.
All right, Jalen, thank you. And we'll be providing pre- and post-debate coverage online this evening. As well, Will mentioned, pre-debate coverage starts at 7:30. Post-debate starts at 9:30. And we'll have our political reporter, Will Keneally, with Dave Cheslevich and Brandon Scholes breaking down the speeches, the visits to Wisconsin we've already seen, and other details about these candidates, as well as take a deeper dive into what they had to say tonight in the debate. You can find it all at channel3000.com. Temperatures continue to rise. We check our first warn forecast here with Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington out on the patio. Alex?
Eric, the cool temperatures we had over the weekend, thing of the past. Our temperatures have been climbing into the lower 80s, upper 70s, so we're back to that summer-like feel, but a little bit different today. We've had some clouds moving into southern Wisconsin. This is actually out ahead of some of the warmer air that's trying to push in to southern Wisconsin. We see those clouds in Platteville, also in just north and east of Platteville, going up on 151. Even a couple of raindrops. We've had some folks reporting that some raindrops have been falling from these clouds this afternoon. Even some lightning across portions of southern Wisconsin. But right now, just a few raindrops. Those isolated showers and those few claps of thunder we had earlier over southwestern Wisconsin has continued to dwindle, and we see that on radar 3000. Future track not showing anything widespread tonight, just that outside chance of a sprinkle or a raindrop this evening. And there is a reason why those raindrops are few and far between. First, those temperatures in the low to mid 70s to near 80 degrees In Dane County here, though, if we take a look at our Upland Hills sponsored cam, look at the temperature at 77, but more importantly, look at the humidity and the dew point. 33% humidity, 46-degree dew point is very dry. So as these showers have been trying to fall to the ground, a lot of it has been evaporating. That's why the showers have struggled across southern Wisconsin today. But we will have those clouds for a period of time this evening as temperatures fall through the 60s. Overnight tonight, on and off periods of clouds as that warmer air tries to continue to move further into southern Wisconsin with overnight lows warmer, yet we've been inching our way up right around 57, 58 degrees. We get even warmer as we head on into Wednesday, going on into Thursday. That's our warmest period, Wednesday and Thursday, as temperatures approach the mid to upper 80s. And then back down into the upper 70s, right around 80 for the weekend. We're going to track our next rain chances and who stands the best chance in a little bit.
Alex, thank you. We now know the identity of the man whose body was recovered from the Wisconsin River on Monday. He is 24-year-old Luis Miguel Lopez Jimenez of Richland Center. His body was found less than 2 miles downriver from where a swimmer went under earlier this month. Madison police are investigating after a woman says someone robbed her at gunpoint Saturday morning. Officers responded to the Red Roof Inn on Hayes Road just after 11:30. They had taken calls about a woman screaming for help in the back of a car. Later, callers said a woman approached them saying she had been abducted and robbed. Police found her, and she told officers someone had pulled a gun on her after she got in the back seat of a vehicle and demanded money from her. She was able to get away. Madison PD says the investigation is ongoing. Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway announced her plan for what the city will spend on infrastructure projects next year. Our Braden Ross joins us now to break down what you need to know about the mayor's 2025 capital budget proposal. Braden?
Yeah, that's right. One thing to note here, the budget proposal announced today is for the capital budget. That's separate from the operating budget, where the city is facing a $22 million deficit and funds can't be transferred from one to the other. But even though cuts to the capital budget won't solve the deficit, Mayor Rhodes Conway's 2025 proposal comes in more than $12 million less than last year's. She says that's partially to limit debt service on taxpayers where she can, while asking them to approve a $22 million referendum for the operating budget. Rhodes Conway also says many of the proposals in the capital budget are aimed at lowering operating budget costs. One example is a plan to build a new public works facility on the far west side.
Every year, our staff spend hundreds of hours hauling heavy equipment and vehicles from centrally located facilities over to the far west side to do work in that part of town. Building a west side facility will save valuable time, about $500,000 in fuel costs every year, and it will address our need for more space to do this work.
Now, again, that $22 million referendum that you'll see on your November ballot would go toward the operating budget, staff and services, rather than this capital budget. And if you still have questions, city staff are holding a virtual Ask Me Anything event tomorrow night at 5:30.
Braden, thank you. And happening tonight, the Common Council will vote on whether to adopt the West and Northeast area plans. They're the first of 12 area plans meant to address the city's rapid growth. The city is proposing a series of changes to both areas related to bike and walking paths, traffic lanes, and parking. Both of the plan's final drafts with specific information about how the changes will affect you are available on channel3000.com. And ahead of the vote, you have one last chance to give the council your thoughts on these plans. You can submit written comments to the email up on your screen or register online with a link on our website. Tonight's meeting starts at 6:30. The first week of school for the Madison School District is in the books now, but last year, you'll recall, bus issues caused Madison schools to change school start and end times. Our Ellie LaLiberte joins us now with why MMSD says that won't be an issue this year.
The new data from MMSD shows a promising start to district transportation for this school year. The goal is to leave last year's issues in the rearview mirror.
This time last year, some buses were arriving an hour late, but now the district says things are going smoothly and that the numbers prove it. The district measured data from its first full days, Tuesday and Wednesday, and Thursday morning. Tuesday, the first day for kindergarten, 6th, and 9th graders, saw 88% of buses tracking on time. The 12% that were late accounts for any bus that is not exactly on time. Wednesday, the number on time was 73%, and Thursday morning, it was 91%. Some of what's making that change? More bus drivers.
We have spent a great amount of time planning for this school year to place us in a good position first student, having enough drivers really has helped.
MMSD is also using a new app this year to help parents. First View alerts parents and allows them to track their students' bus.
District officials say they're confident that these numbers will continue into the school year. Reporting in Madison, Eliel Liberte, News 3 Now.
And our Coats for Kids campaign off to a strong start. News 3 Now teaming up once again with Clinky Cleaners, the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County, and Magic 98 to collect new or used children's-sized winter coats and other winter gear. And after kicking off our first day with our Pack the Truck event, our coat count is already at 256. And from now through October 5th, you can drop off kids' winter coats and accessories at any area Clinky Cleaners location. All items will be cleaned for free before being sent to the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County for distribution. Now, the goal is to collect 5,000 children's-sized winter coats. Now, if you don't have a winter coat, you can still help by buying a coat off the Coats for Kids Amazon wish list. When we come back, the U.S. continues to deal with an ongoing maternity health crisis, plus why some health experts are raising concerns over a certain form of nicotine that is seeing a rise in popularity. Stay with us.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6, brought to you by Gruber Law Offices.
I'd love to thank everyone at Gruber for taking time and being patient with me.
Thank you. I'm just really, really grateful. I want to say thank you.
Thank you.
Gruber, thanks.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Thank you very much.
Hey, all right. Pep's Draft House.
I believe it's Draft Haas.
Draft Haas. I think that's Italian.
Growler Pilsner to go. I got to get back to Joe's Haas.
Pizza in the house! Man, I'm glad this pizza's big. We got full Haas.
For pizza with big toppings and even bigger taste, you need to
take it to the house.
When you're gonna pizza, take it to the house. The house. Pep's Draft House.
When it comes to winning internet, TDS is in a league of our own. Just like the Green Bay Packers. Wisconsin born and bred, we live, work, play, hire, and get involved in the communities we serve. Like delivering the green and gold standard of internet. 100% fiber internet that's as fast, powerful, and reliable as your other hometown favorite, the Packers. TDS, internet that's built Wisconsin strong.
Kamala Harris cast the tie-breaking vote that created America's inflation.
The vice president votes in the affirmative, and the bill is passed.
Economists said Harris's vote led directly to the higher prices we pay. 22% more for groceries, 50% more for gas. Mortgage costs nearly double. Thanks a lot, Kamala. Trump had our economy humming. He'll do it again.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Inflation is affecting everyone's bottom line this election year.
We haven't been making profit. We're just keeping the lights on.
I'm exposing the tough realities local small business owners are facing and what candidates can do to capture their votes. 3 for the People, tonight at 10.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
When it comes to tobacco use and youth, there's some good news and bad news. Data from a newly released survey shows a nearly 25% drop in students reporting e-cigarette use in the past year. That's about 500,000 fewer youth using those devices, bringing the rate down to its lowest in a decade. But there is a growing concern about nicotine pouches shown here. Those are those small and dissolvable pouches placed between the lip and gum, and experts say sales have been rising since 2016.
We're going to continue to monitor use and also do everything we can to make sure that we do not see any further rises with regard to these products in future years.
Now, to help prevent tobacco use, the American Lung Association says parents should talk to children about the health dangers, give them clear, consistent messages about the risks, making them aware of all of the products that are included here, and set a good example by not smoking or using tobacco in any form. A new report out today says the U.S. is facing an ongoing maternity health crisis. The infant and maternal health nonprofit March of Dimes says 1 in every 3 counties does not have a single obstetric clinician. And in many parts of the country, prenatal and delivery doctors are leaving the workforce. The report says hospitals are closing their labor and delivery units due to staffing shortages and fewer births. The report found that in Wisconsin, there are several maternity care deserts, which are counties with low access to maternity care and moderate access to maternity care. Well, still more ahead on News 3 Now at 6. After the break, we'll head out to Overture Center for the Arts as it opens a powerful new exhibit responding to the ongoing mental health crisis. And how is smoke from the California wildfires impacting our weather conditions? Alex with the answer. His complete forecast when we come back.
Save big at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Choose an Amish handcrafted sofa from our showroom or let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture
at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
I'm a two-time Trump voter.
In 2024, I cannot support Donald Trump.
Trump is 100%
responsible for January 6th.
His treatment of women is just disgusting.
Trump called servicemen suckers and losers.
If Trump has a second term,
it will be much worse than the first.
Kamala Harris is a prosecutor.
He's a convicted felon.
In 2024,
I will be
proudly voting for Kamala Harris.
Republican Accountability PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Get an 11% rebate on your roofing project now at Menards. We have an unbeatable selection of Atlas shingles. Castlebrook, Briarwood, and Pinnacle all feature a limited lifetime warranty, up to 130 miles per hour wind warranty, and a super wide design for fast installation. Choose from 20 styles in stock, ready to take home today. Get an 11% rebate on all Atlas shingles right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Phones were made to help us connect, yet somehow they've made us less connected.
Which is ironic.
Don't you think? We try to put our phones down, but we need to pick them up to see the menu.
We can't watch something without also watching something else.
Ironic.
But look, here's a phone company who wants you to use your phone less.
That's ironic.
Yeah, but in a good way. Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Traffic jam.
Ugh, and I'm already late.
We're cranking up the voltage, Wisconsin. Lottery retailers all around the state are lighting up with the latest limited time offer. It's Badger 5, 5 will get you 6. During the month of September, players who buy a $5 or greater Badger 5 ticket will receive a bonus ticket for the next drawing of Badger 5. This electric offer is only available for a limited time and only at Wisconsin lottery retailers.
Save big at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Choose an Amish handcrafted sofa from our showroom or let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture
at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Right now, an opening reception is underway at Overture Center. A teen-led exhibit called Her Art captures the mental health crisis through art. Tanisha Shaw is live in the Rotunda Gallery with a closer look at the exhibit. Tanisha?
Hey, Eric, take a look at this big crowd here at the Overture. Everybody is here to support this teen-led art exhibit called Her Art Exhibit. And it's a lot of amazing art right here, but I'm here with one of the artists right here, Maya Schwartz. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay, and this is her art piece right here. What is this called?
This is called My Replica. I made it this year. I made it with colored pencil on just regular paper.
Okay, and all of the art has to do with self-expression and mental health awareness. So how does that apply to this art piece right here?
In this piece, you can see that I'm kissing my own reflection, which I think shows self-acceptance and self-love. I also think by showing myself with kind of messy hair and a worn sweatshirt, it shows that you should love who you are no matter what circumstance you're in and no matter where you are in life. You should just show acceptance for who you are.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So true self-love, loving it you inside and out. Now, how old are you? What grade are you at?
I'm 16. I just turned 16, and this year I'm a junior.
You're a junior, so do you want to pursue art long term?
Yes, I do. I would definitely think that I want to go to an art school or major in some sort of art when I'm in college.
And now, is this your first art being in a museum?
Yes, this is my first piece in a real museum. I have been in a couple art shows previously, but this is my first one here in Madison at the Overture Center.
Okay, you should be proud of yourself. This is amazing. And again, this drew an amazing big crowd here at the Overture. Now, the opening ceremony started just minutes ago, but the artists like Maya and the curators, they'll be able to speak in about a few minutes at 6:30. Reporting in Madison, Tanisha Shaw, News 3 Now.
Always impressive young people down there. The warm and dry conditions continue. Alex rejoins us a complete look at the forecast. Alex?
Eric, and they're going to stick around for the foreseeable future as well. Just how warm are we out there in Madison right now? 77 degrees. That dew point, I talk about it when I need to. 46, that's very low. And that's part of the reason why when you see these clouds behind me here, these clouds have been struggling to have some of those raindrops make it to the ground. Although a couple areas in southern Wisconsin saw a few drops today and a couple of bolts of lightning as well. We'll have a few passing clouds this evening, a gorgeous one out there. Temperatures falling through the 70s. Jacob will be back here to do the 10 o'clock newscast when our temperatures will be right around 70 degrees. Still a few drops showing up here on radar 3000, and they're really very isolated across much of southern Wisconsin. The greatest concentration, the most of them right now over Sauk County and over Iowa County. I felt 1 or 2 drops on my way in from the patio here on the southwest side of Madison, but that's about it with these showers. Future track showing that as well, confirming the shower activity not expected to be widespread. We're not expecting thunderstorms tonight, but don't be surprised to get a drop or 2, but it shouldn't impact activities significantly. Overnight lows tonight, we're continuing to work our way up. We've got 58 for a low in Madison, 62 in Baraboo, and 57 in Janesville. So we're continuing to inch our way out of the crisp weather that we had just a few days ago. Temperatures will be the warmest on Thursday at 86 degrees, and then we work our way back down into the upper 70s, trade around 80 as our next chance of rain moves into southern Wisconsin. High and dry through this week outside of that isolated sprinkle that we have this evening. We do have about a 30% chance of some showers as we go from Sunday, I should say Saturday night rather, going on into Sunday and then into Sunday night, and it's actually owing to a weather system way far away from southern Wisconsin. Tropical storm Francine churning over the northwestern portion of the Gulf of Mexico will work its way to the north, and here's a glimpse of the way those showers may pan out if it makes it this far north. We've got a lot of that dry air in place, and Francine's remnants or the remains may struggle, but future track showing a few showers across southern Wisconsin. Everybody stands a chance of seeing a couple of these showers. We'll be keeping a closer eye on the track of Francine as we go further on into the later part of this week going on into the weekend. There is a chance, though, that, as I mentioned, with the dry air in place, even though we all stand that chance of a shower or 2 from Francine, that those showers may actually dry up. We could really use the rain. We're down about 1 inch for the month of September. Now, granted, we're only a couple of days in, but for the year, we're still above at this point in time, but the dry weather pattern is going to stick around. Mentioned smoke. Anywhere where you see this orange here, including Wisconsin, that is that smoke. That's why we have that haziness outside and that milky white color. And we're going to continue to see those orange colors, at least for the northern portion of the state and over portions of Minnesota. We may get a little bit of a reprieve from the smoky conditions as we go Wednesday going on into Thursday. And how does this impact our weather? Well, you might smell some of that smoke outside, but the air quality is still pretty decent across the area. But what you definitely will take note of here, I'll step out of the way, are beautiful sunrise and sunsets. When you have that smoke or those particles in the atmosphere, when the sun shines through those, we get those beautiful, vivid oranges and reds. And we appreciate that picture from McFarland. Again, shower chances as we head towards the weekend. And then next week, we'll still stay warm with our next chance of rain late next week.
All right, Alex, thank you. Still to come in sports, the big bad Alabama Crimson Tide coming to town Saturday. How Bucky plans to deal with college football's perennial powerhouse. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
What does an opportunity economy look like? Tax cuts for working families. Billionaires and big corporations pay their fair share. It increases stability and security, gives people a true opportunity to get ahead. It's a very different vision than Donald Trump's. His plans will raise costs and taxes on the vast majority of Americans. We need to be thinking about the future and how we make it better for families like yours. I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Nobody wants to put a new roof over their head. It's too expensive. And if they can extend the life of that roof and get 5 more years or 10 more years, it's a no-brainer.
What RoofMax does is it helps people in that they don't have to spend that $15,000, $20,000 on a new roof. They can spend pennies on the dollar.
The Roof Match product was a small percentage of cost of replacing a roof.
This is a great financial decision for us as a community.
I was a Kamala Harris supporter. That changed after an illegal alien murdered my son, running him over, then driving back and forth over Drew's body 3 times. The man who killed my son had been arrested previously, but Kamala Harris let him go. As San Francisco's DA, Kamala was soft on crime. As a senator, she supported releasing criminal aliens back into our neighborhoods. Kamala Harris is dangerous.
Preserve America PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
The kindness, the efficiency, the respect was amazing.
From start to finish, they will take care of you.
Everybody is just so kind and everybody's so cheerful. I just never worked with a company where everybody seems to get along and they're all happy to be working for Cardinal.
Cardinal is the place to go for any type of work that you need done around your home.
I never hesitate with family, friends, neighbors to recommend Cardinal, and nobody has come back to me and said I was wrong.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
Eric Hovde insulted Wisconsin seniors.
Almost nobody in a nursing home is in a point to vote.
What a jerk. He attacked those who are overweight.
Fine, you want to do that? Your health care is going to cost more.
How insulting is that?
He called farmers lazy.
Look at the old physical toil. Now you're largely driving around a tractor.
This guy doesn't have a clue.
Eric Hovde has insulted just about everyone.
What's wrong with this guy?
Well, it's the game everybody circled once the schedule was released. It's Alabama week. The Tide come to Madison as the 4th-ranked team in the nation. It's the first time Wisconsin had hosted a top 5 team in non-conference play since 1989, and Bama is as good as advertised. They enter as a 16.5-point favorite. We'll hear what the Badgers have to say about being underdogs coming up tonight at 10. And just a reminder to check out this week's Wisconsin Huddle. Ches Malusi stops by to preview their game with Alabama and play me in a little college football 25. It's a finish you need to see. I'll just leave it at that. Show starts at 6:30 right here on News 3 Now. Well, Braylon Allen made his NFL debut last night, getting in at the tail end of the Monday Night Football game. He caught 1 pass for 9 yards and rushed for 8 more yards on his lone attempt. The Wisconsin rookie became the youngest player in the Super Bowl era to record an NFL touch, and the 20-year-old has a long career ahead. And after playing their first 5 matches away from home, Badger volleyball returns at the Fieldhouse tonight for their home opener. Wisconsin welcomes in UW-Milwaukee for a non-conference match. UW 25-5 all-time against the Panthers with their last loss in the series. They're back in 1999. Also have highlights of them at 10.
Look forward to that, Zach. Thanks. We're all out of time, folks. Thanks for joining us at 6. Have a great evening. We'll be back here tonight for News 3 Now at 10. Post-debate coverage.